I can see everyone who is on. I believe that we have a quorum. You can either respond with a voice or a thumbs up. Either way, I'll do my best to acknowledge you. Good morning. This is the monthly meeting of the Human Services Committee. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the prior committee meeting? Supervisor McGowan on the motion, Supervisor Frazier on the second. I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. The action agenda, I've also invited Commissioner Hanchett to also show up a short video. Hopefully all of you have had a chance to see it. I requested that Amanda, and I saw that she put it out on the website so that you can all see it also. But let's go to the first resolution, which is requesting continuation of contractual agreements with the agencies listed in Schedule A for special delinquency prevention programs in 2020. And there are three organizations: Warren Hamilton County's Community Action Committee for Economic Opportunity, Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Albany, and that's for a program, a home-based parent education program that Community Maternity Services up in Lake George administers, as well as Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Albany, doing business as Catholic Charities of Saratoga, Warren, and Washington counties to provide youth and family counseling services. Do I have a motion to bring that to the floor? Supervisor McGowan, thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll make the second.
Okay, thank you, Supervisor Frazier. Any discussions about those resolutions? Chris, is there anything that you would like to add to those?
The only thing that I would like to clarify is that these are 100% reimbursed. This is just pass-through money that we get from OCFS. So there's no cost to these to the county.
And just to clarify, one of the supervisors had asked me if possibly those would be prorated because of maybe inactivity of services during this time. I'm aware that at least one of them continues, Catholic Charities continues to provide youth and family counseling services, but these are essentially programs that continue on through months, and if there's typically maybe a slow time, it might get picked up in an ensuing month. Is that correct?
That is correct. The other thing is that you mentioned was that they are going to be prorated. So in other words, if the costs don't add up to the amount of the allocations, they won't get the full allocations.
Okay, great. Any other discussion?
Excuse me, Mr. Diamond has a question.
Okay, thank you. Supervisor Diamond?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a quick question. How is the appropriations with these agreements determined? Is it a request from the action committee itself? Say, for example, Warren Hamilton County's Action Committee for Economic Opportunity. The appropriation is $2,296. Is that what they're requesting, or how is it determined?
Yeah, it's based on the needs of each of the organizations and how much money is available. So there's a certain specific amounts of money that are available that we get from the state that we can allocate for these programs. There's not a lot of organizations within the county that offer different programs. So these are usually the organizations that receive the funds.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
Any other discussions or questions for Chris? I'd like to call the question. All in favor of resolution number 1?
Aye.
Aye.
Any not in favor of it? Okay, so moved. Going on to resolution number 2, a request to reappoint Kathy O'Brien to the Warren County Youth Board for 2020. The rationale of the Youth Board membership includes members from the Board of Supervisors, representation from Warren County municipalities, and youth representatives, and also take the opportunity to remind and inform people that the Warren County Youth Board will be doing a Zoom meeting this afternoon at 2:00. Any, could we move that to the floor? Supervisor McGowan, thank you. Supervisor Frazier, again, my two go-to people. Thank you very much. Any discussion about that particular resolution? I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. I don't know if any pending items. Is there any information for discussion? Commissioner Hanchett, I think, are we set to be able to show the video?
I believe that they do have it set up so that it can be viewed.
Okay. Do you want to comment first, or should we actually let's finish up with that? Your comments, and if Julie is available to present the fiscal report also. Chris, do you have any other comments?
Yeah, I think Julie was having some issues getting in, so I believe she might actually be on her way up here so that
Okay.
she can go over the fiscal report.
Well, maybe we could show the if that's okay with Tammy, maybe we could show the video now and give Julie an opportunity to kind of get herself set up.
Sure, thank you.
Hey, Kristen, whose idea was this? It was a nice puzzle.
It was something that we had, we were brainstorming on some things to do for our workers here, and a group of us came up with it here. Primarily, the video was created by Nina Mastriani, and Tammy Breen found the music. So kudos to them, and everybody participated from each unit. As you can see, it was like a team building exercise that we did last week. So thank you for showing that and your questions on that.
Thank you, Chris. And there was music to it. Unfortunately, I guess many of us or all of us didn't have a chance to hear the music, but you'll have a chance to share that with community partners and individuals who might benefit from seeing it. I think it's also important for all of the departments recognize their employees. Staff morale is so important to the daily functions that all of us are doing. And I compliment the social services staff for providing that opportunity to say thank you to their staff. At this point, is Julie available? Can we?
Yeah, I'll turn it over to Julie now.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks, Chris.
Good morning.
Morning.
Sorry, I had a little issues on my end trying to get in. I don't know if you've had a chance to look over the revenue and expenditure report, but both are looking good. We're staying right on par where we normally would be this time of the year in spite of the COVID issues. I'm hoping it'll stay that way. Of course, no guarantees as we go along with this. We're actually in pretty good shape revenue wise. I kind of thought maybe that might have a lag with state workers, but so far so good there. And then on our overtime report, as you can see, we're really keeping our overtime limited to just our on-calls, which we have no control over. So we've been able to do training from home for some of our caseworkers, so there's been no overtime there. We normally always have overtime in the training as well. So all in all, we're in pretty good shape through April.
Good.
Thank you, Julie. Does anyone have any questions related to the finance report? Hearing none. Do we need to approve the finance report, Amanda, or?
No.
We're good. So at this point, I think the next item on the agenda is privilege of the floor to discuss any additional items to come before the committee. Is there any other
Thank
comment?
you.
Thank you, Julie. Anything else? Do we have any one from the public who has sent in questions or comments?
Hello, Supervisor Driscoll. It's Don Lehman. No, there is no public commentary on here right now.
Appreciate it, Don. Thanks for the coverage. At this point, in keeping with the rest of the other committee meetings, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Supervisor McGowan. Thank you, Supervisor Bruno. I didn't think that people wanted to stay much longer. Thanks. Have a great day, everyone. And again,
Thank you, everyone.
for the youth board meeting. And I know that Cornell Cooperative Extension is having our monthly meeting this evening at 7 p.m.
Right.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you.